Howdy folks, welcome to episode 7. I think we're on episode 7, maybe, probably, something like that. So we're going to continue with our cattle farm thingy here. Well, let's get this extended out too. We might as well. And that's going to be a big turnaround, isn't it? So we're going to kind of bring it out this way, gently. We'll bring it gently out this way as much as we can. There we go. And that should let us get, here, let's go to flying mode. There we go. And we'll try this. See if we can get this to connect with a spinny thing, right? It doesn't look like it's going to want to connect very well. I wish you could change the spline handles on it a little bit better. I'm curious to see what happens when it it doesn't even, it's just like, nope. Nope, not gonna do it. Okay. It is on free. Okay, it is on free rotate. All right. So I just want to make sure that I've got this. Yeah, see, it did. Okay, that's why. It did some weird thing there. It put it in the middle. All right, we're gonna connect this like this. See if we can get it to connect here. I think I slammed into the thing. All right. See if we can get it to connect here. Where's the junction? Here it is. Where was it? It was right over here. There it is. Okay, so. No? I don't know why it insists on doing that. All right, so let's take out this one. Is it going to let me? There we go. All right, and then we're going to try this again. We're going to do one more. We're going to do it this direction, and if it doesn't want to do it, then what we're going to do is we're going to do the taller one. But let's see if it will let me. I don't think it's going to. It doesn't make any sense that it's doing that on that Z. You know? Well, depending on which game engine you're using, whether that's the Z or the Y axis. Okay, so let's try this. We'll try the medium. Try the medium and see if we can get it to work. It goes even taller. I like that. There's like no in between here, is there? Okay. Well, let's go like this again. And this is going to go. See, it doesn't really give me the option to do anything else. All right. Well, we're going to try the highest track then. We're going to try the 10 meter. We'll see if it'll let me do with the 10 meter. And then if not, we're just going to have to figure something else out. We're going to just have to put a piece of track in the middle somewhere. There we go. All right. That's so weird. Okay. And I don't know if we have any obstacles on this. We shouldn't. But that should be good for that. And then what we need to do is we need to disconnect this. Open the knuckle coupler. All right. And then we need to put on the brakes on this one. There we go. Okay. And then we should probably have a siding somewhere that we can put that on. Is that a decorative? Yeah, that's a decorative. Okay, I think. Let's see. Nope, it wasn't. Oh, and the tree isn't going to be either. I'm pretty sure the tree is not going to be a decoration. All right. We'll get that tree out of there. I think that's the whole thing. Yep, it looks like that's it. And then we'll just double check this. Oh yeah, see. I love when like the tiny little cactus is the obstacle. Okay. So we're going to go get water. And let me see. Let's go like this. Whoops. And let's go forward. Let's see if our... I think my speakers are just a little bit too low for me. There we go. I still want to be able to hear it. All right. All right, we'll go get our water. And let's see what our switches look like. That one's good. That one's good. That should be able to take us all the way. Yeah, I think we should be good all the way there. Let's see. Because this is our water thingy, right? Yeah, we want to go that way. Okay, so we're going to come past this switch and then we'll just switch it back. Or we'll do this and then we'll come around this way. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, either way. Either way works. Alright, so let's get cruising here. Since we've only got 3 cars. We should be able to go a little bit faster on this. And then I'm going to have to decide whether we want to... I think we'll probably do a new things to bring the cattle. Because I think those box cars are not cattle cars. I think they are... I think they're the seed-only cars. They're not the... You know what I'm talking about. I forget what they call them. The cattle cars have a different name than the box cars. What are those called? That's in the B menu, isn't it? Yeah, I can't get into that while I'm driving. Okay. Alright, we're going to see if we can get a little bit more speed going here. I think we can take this switch at a little more than... See if they'll let us speed up here. Maybe. Maybe. There we go. Nope. Apparently 22 is our limit on Schnitzengruben. Alright. There we go. Let's try... Okay, so at 46%. What happens when we come down to 40? There we go. It may be that I was just lowering it too quickly. You know, you're trying to upshift too quickly, and then it bogs. You know, that old chestnut. Alright. Yeah, looks like we're getting a little bit more speed this time. 30%. Does it... Oh, I guess I did leave the bell on. 23%. Looks like it's starting to come back down again. Yeah, it looks like 23% is our choke point. Alright, cool. What does it look? That's what it looks like outside here too. It's all like kind of foggy. It was super foggy this morning. Could barely see like 100 feet in the fog this morning. It was crazy. It's that time of year. You get the... can't decide. Like, we went straight from January to April in one day. One day it was January, the next day it's April. Because apparently fall gave spring and summer a mist, and... Alright. And all the branches snapped off the trees, leaves and all, in one giant cartoon blob. Alright, is that a... Oh, no, it's not. Okay. It looked like it was on the track, didn't it? I'm like, we've come through here. We didn't miss anything. There's no way there could be stuff still on the track. Okay. Alright, so this is where we just need to come past this. And then... Whoops. And that should get us past there. Nope, a little bit more. There we go. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to come out this way. We're going to go through this, and then we're going to back up and go back that way. So we'll do that too. Because that way we can go head first. Map. I'm looking to hit F8 to get out of the map. Don't you love when you try to use the hotkeys from one program to do things in another program? All right, this is a little sharp, so we're gonna. Oh yeah, yeah, a little. It's just slightly. All right, today's episode is gonna be fixing that, fixing that mess. Really? Did we get stuck? There we go. Can we pull it? There we go. Can we pull it? Can we pull it? Because if we can get it up to the frogs, I think that's what they call them. It'll re-rail it correctly for us. It's not going to do it. It's going to slide off to the side anyway. Okay. All right, we're going to park this up here. And we'll get this off. It's like way too sharp. Okay. So, and I forgot to blow the whistle. All right, so we're going to take off. Oh, yeah, that's way too sharp. Duh. Not G. We want to do that. And that. And put that there. Brakes are on it, right? Are the brakes on? It should be because it's re-railed. Why is it not letting me look at the brakes? Them's the brakes. Oh, because I didn't click it yet. There we go. Okay. This definitely, oh man, that is so bad. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go like this, and we're going to do this. Is it trying to go the other way? It's trying to go the other way. Okay. Because I want to get a piece of track out here. Let me see where our junction is, if there is one. But I think what we need to do is we need to come out this other way more. I think that was just one giant piece. Maybe that's why it's so bad. If you could move the spline points, it would be really nice. Where's our junction? Okay, so we're going to go like this and this. And we're going to put a piece here going out this way. And we're going to come out this way more so that we can swing wide. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a little bridge that comes out over the water. Let's get our bridge. And let's do one of these. I don't think we've had the brown and white before. All right, is that going to be? Yeah, okay, that is going to be the right side. Okay, good. I just wanted to make sure before we lay this all out, I wanted to make sure it's going to be the right direction. I want the rails on the outside of the corner. Not that that's going to stop the train or anything, but you know. All right. So we're going to lay that up here, and we're going to come more from the outside. And I mean, I'm okay if it wants to lay it through the water, I guess. If it wants to put the bridge under the water, I'm okay with that. I want to see what it does. Let's see what happens. All right. See what happens when we lay the bridge under the water. It looks like this is going to be a little difficult. There we go. No, it's not. That's beautiful. Maybe it's going to be a little sharp there. Let's see. Not that. We're going to go like this, and we're going to go like this. I'm going to take out that piece. No, that doesn't look like it turns too sharply. Okay, so we're going to go like this. We're going to clear out these trees just because I want to be able to see at this junction here as we're coming around this. I want to be able to see what we're going to run into and stuff. Okay, so, and let's see, we can clear out this. We need to get all of these so that we don't have something trying to compete with our track. That looks like it's got it. Oh. Huh, interesting. Okay. I guess it's a good thing we checked over here. There we go. Okay. I'm really curious to see what that does with the water. All right. So let's re-rail this. And we're going to put that here. All right. And then let's go like this. 0%. Okay. And let's see if we can catch up with these and smack into them. Go. There we go. So if we hit the brakes, it shouldn't run away. Oh, I think we hit something there. Doesn't that look like we hit something? Because it like came to a very sudden stop. Let's go gently backwards. See what happens here. Oh yeah, I can see it right there. Turn off the regulator. All right, let's go like this. Get this out of the way. We've got a little, tiny little tree here. I love it. The immovable object in video games. You gotta love that. Physics in heavy quotes. All right. Physics in finger quotes. All right, let's see if we can... I'm very curious to see what happens when we go under the water. Because you'd think it should... I don't think the game engine is going to care. It's not going to sit there spending all of its time calculating, are we underwater? Are we underwater? Are we underwater? For this game, there's no reason to do that, especially if you make it so that the tracks can't be laid underwater. But it's not like, you know what I mean? All right, so let's go like this. We're going to go back here so we can see what's going on. Is it going to make blib-a-doo-ba-loop sounds? The thing is, we want to do this slowly because there might be obstacles. See, like this thing, there might be something that we need to stay out of. We could do the Thomas and Friends splish, splash, sploosh. But it doesn't track that. I think we're going to keep that. I like it. We're going to keep it. I want to do one that goes all the way underneath to the very bottom and goes underneath the water. I'm sure that when you go under the water, it doesn't have any effects for that, if I remember correctly. It just ignores the fact that you're underwater. It's like the old Empyrean days before they made the water effects, where you just walk under the water and everything's perfectly clear. All right, so we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna fill up our water, and then we'll see. The poor cat. Cat's jumping on my door because she got locked out. There. She got locked out before I started. There. Okay. Whoops. No, what I want to do is open that. Okay, so we should be able to turn this on. There we go. Water valve. All right. Should be able to turn that on. Let's open these hatches. All right. And let's see. Cool. And we're going to back up to this one. And see if we can get this to go. Oh, it's dropping pretty quickly now with the water. 1, 2, 3. See? Did we go past it? Yeah, we did. Okay. That's fine. See if we can get... Does it actually have to go through the hole? No, see, it doesn't. It can go when it goes there, too. All right, and then we're going to... This one... and then we can back our way out. I love the water. Okay, so that's going to let us do that, and then we should be good. I don't think we've gone on this other piece of track here either. So we're going to have to take it a little easy on that one, just in case there's like a micro cactus. Okay, so we're just going to leave the water running. Let the landlord pay for it. Because I'm pretty sure it shuts off when you enter the save. Those go back to their default positions. So whatever, it'll refill itself long before we ever come back to get water. So look at it, look at it. We're wasting water. Okay. I have to torture the people who, you know, are bothered by that. Okay. Just because I'm mean. And we need to get past this switch here. So we can do that. Then we can just do this and the map and do that. Go back to the map. And then I think we need to switch that one because otherwise we're going to go flying around that corner again. Okay, cool. Let's do it. You need like the Doppler effect as we go by. All right. So I made more progress on my game. I'm happy about it. I've got an idea for I've got a cool idea that I'm excited to try to implement, but at the same time I don't want to spend a bunch of time trying to implement it until I get everything else done. I'm kind of no, that's actually not that bad of a thing. Okay, we can fly through that. All right, cool. All right, let's start speeding up here. And I think we got down to like 29%, 23%. There's one or the other. One of those two. See, we're not, I don't think we're going to get much between, well, we'll get it like another couple mph here. All right, cool. 29, let's see. Yeah, it's going down just a pixel. Alright, I don't know if that made it through the compression, but yeah, it went down by like a pixel when I went down to from 29. Alright, it's time for the 30-second nighttime. That actually works really well. I like it. It's just enough night that you get to the sense of the day-night cycle, but it's not ridiculous. Where you're driving around in the dark and you can't see anything at all for a half hour. If I were playing this by myself, I might do that. But it's especially it makes for bad video when nobody can see anything for a long time. And it always reminds me of the David Letterman episodes where he like played a prank on his on his audience by having one of them he did the 360-degree rotational. I've always wanted to do that. I don't remember if I actually did that for one of my Empyrean episodes. But basically where during the course of the episode the screen rotates so that, you know, by halfway through the show the picture's upside down. It's just because you're doing this as you're watching it, because it's slow enough that you don't see it moving, but you're still like, it's crooked. Why is it crooked? You know. And then the other one was, well, they even promoted that before it was going to happen. And then the other one was, they started coming out with those tiny little mini TVs that were like this big, you know, with like the 3-inch screen and stuff. And so that people would use those to watch stuff, and it was like their mobile device, right? So anyway, they'd watch them when they go camping or that kind of thing, and they have a room where they don't have a TV, but they want to do that and they don't have to move the TV around or whatever. But anyway, so there was this fad of people buying like these tiny little screen TVs. So he did the episode where the screen was like only this big. The picture was only that part of the screen. The rest of it was just a giant letterbox. So that the people using those tiny little TVs couldn't see anything. So all they'd see is just like a tiny little couple pixels in the middle, But yeah, when the dark when the screen goes totally dark and all you got is that tiny little bit that's lit up in the middle, it always reminds me of. And nobody else remembers that, right? Or he'd pick some random word or phrase and repeat it during the rest of the episode. Like he had Phil Collins on, and he was like, he just out of the middle of nowhere, he'd just start saying Studio. Okay, we should be able to unload this. Studio. There was a Mel Brooks interview I just saw. He's 98 now, 97, 98 years old. Still kicking. That's so awesome. But there was a Mel Brooks interview. I might have to link it in the description, but he's talking about something, going to a restaurant with somebody, and he keeps mentioning the sour cream. And it was totally one of those things where you'd expect it at the end for sour cream to come up. Okay. There we go. All right, so we can unload there. Oh, that's right. We don't have to line it up that way. We can visualize it with that little thing. The little hose pops in to existence. Okay. Let's do that. It's actually pretty forgiving with the hose, isn't it? And I'm curious to see now. So if we do that, is the drop still going to come on? Okay, it is dropping the water into the thing. See, the drops are on this side because we... Yeah, I can't stop being a quality assurance engineer. Sorry. Oh, that's why we stopped. Okay, because we hit that. But yeah, if you're pointing this way and it drops it on the other side, but then there's a hose, but it still drops it anyway. All right. It's just assumptions that humans make that computers don't, We are pulling all this stuff along. Okay, so that's... is it hooked up? Yeah, it did hook up there. Okay, cool. All right, so we're going to hit the brakes. We're going to do this. And we're going to bring this around just to make sure. Should I do that? Let's go this way. I think what we're going to do first is we're going to make a siding. We'll put this on the siding. And then we'll bring our other train around just to make sure that it works. Because we're going to get a new train. Oh, you know what? We need to turn off the brakes on that boxcar too, if we're going to move this. But we don't need to move it that much. There we go. It's not worth getting out to take off the brakes on the boxcar. Yeah, we're going to put a siding in here, just so that we can. And we'll do that on this end, wherever that is. I think it's right there. Is it there? No, it's back here. Okay. But we'll put that here, so just so that we can put this stuff off to the side. All right. So let's jump out here. Go like this. Superman. Da-da-da-da-da. Okay. I love that. The da-da-da. Right. The symbol. Okay. Left switch. Left switch with whatchamacallit. Should we put snow in the desert? just for the fun of it. You know, I was thinking we have wheat and water and cows and trains. We could, in desert, we could do this the whole thing in Minecraft. We could be doing this in Minecraft. All right. Let's see. Railroads Online, Minecraft Edition. It's going to do this. Okay. We need to do this one. I mean, at least it's not trying to turn it backwards. So, you know, we got that going for us, which is nice. Let's go like... Whoops. I totally missed. We'll go like this. And we're just going to put our siding off to the side. And we'll put a end of track. We'll put a bumper. There we go. All right. And then we'll put our switch is already set. Okay. Yep, we'll put this on the side if we can. All right. Forward, arch. All right, here we go. I'd get out and hit that brake, but then it would speed up so much that I'd go slamming into the end before I get out of there. And I had this weird dream right before this that it was like this cross between like a railroad car and a fire engine, and I was like hanging on the back of it and reaching forward to grab the steering wheel to steer it down the road, and then realized that I couldn't reach the brakes and there was a lot of downhill ahead. And it's funny because the funny thing is then I like didn't stop dreaming, but in my dream I went into like problem solving mode, which was really weird. Instead of it's hooked up there. That's funny. Instead of, you know, waking up and being like, oh, I'm dreaming, I didn't have an I'm dreaming thing, but it was like it was like this moment of, you know, how do I solve this? I like stepped outside of the situation in order to try to come up with a solution. It's so weird. Okay, so those were, let's double check. These are box cars, right? Yeah, those are box cars. They don't let you put the whatchamacallit in. So what do we got to get? That's the B key for buy. So let's see what we have. Cars. Let's see what we have for cars for stock. That's what it is. Yeah, see, we have that and that. That's meat, not stock. So this is livestock. This is X livestock. Okay. So the stock cars are what we need. All right. And I think we're going to set up 3 of those. There we go. Yeah, we're going to set up 3 of those, and we're going to get an engine and all that stuff. But I think we are out of time for today, so that's going to be it for episode 7, if it is 7. Join me in episode 8. We'll figure out, we'll get our cattle. Let's see if we have cattle now. We'll go get our cattle and bring them back. There we go. Yeah, we have cattle. Cool. Yeah, we'll go get our cattle and bring them to the meat place, and yeah, and we'll see you then. Later.